Good morning, guys. Good morning or good night. It's 20 to 4 on Saturday morning, which is technically Friday night for me. If you watched my last video, you will know that Friday is a long day for me, so this is just me finishing up here. Just pushing this bit of silage up to the dry crowd here. No point putting it in with a shovel when it's not that much. And kick it up my feet. Isn't it mad the cows are always up? You know, I know they sleep during the day and all, but sometimes you're like, it's mad that there's always one up. So they're always one eating at some point. I'd love to know what their sleep schedule's like. Probably something similar to mine at the moment. Not good. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, but the sun is just starting to come up. There's a bit of a nice view of a lake. But yeah, nice warm air. Nice June evening, although it was wet today. But yeah, my last video last week was way back in March. We're back up to date here in June, and it's hard to believe we're coming to the end of June. You know, I read a thing the other day that said, well, I read a thing the other day, it was true, which said now that we're halfway through of 2025, we're now closer to 2050 than what we are to 2000. And yeah, that hit me hard. You know, it's one of them moments, the days flying, the weeks flying, and you're like, damn, what have I been doing? You know, we're over halfway into the year and I'm like, all them things I said I was gonna do, did I actually do? I don't know. And you start to worry and you start to get anxious and panic, but sometimes at 4 o'clock in the morning, when you haven't been to bed yet, you just have to take a deep breath. But anyway, what have I been up to over the last 6 months? Well, first of all, the biggest thing that's only happened the last 2 weeks since I have moved out. This is where I'm now living. Ran black out of the house, 23 years old. I can now vlog at 4 in the morning and talk at full scale voice. So yeah, some of you might not know, but I grew up in a house of 6 kids. So there was 8 of us in the house at one time. I'm number 4 in that order. So most of my older siblings left when they were in around 18 to go to university, but I never did. I was always I was probably the oldest so far yet to leave. Not that I was being pushed out or anything, but you know, I just sort of felt bad. And mom and dad, obviously, that they said I could stay as long as I want, but I just sort of felt like I was hanging in there. And obviously I've got a lot of stuff now, and they're not farmers, and I'm coming in with dirty clothes. So the opportunity arose and I've left, moved in here, and maybe speak a wee bit more on the ins and outs of that at another time, at 4 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, is it lonely? Some people may be thinking, that's what my mum always says. Not really. You know, I grew up in a house of chaos because there was so many of us. But I always liked my own space, especially when I got older. I describe myself as a bit of an outgoing introvert. You know, I can talk away to people, blah, blah, blah. But when it comes down to it, I do like to be on my own. I spend a lot of time on my own with work, etc. Obviously, I love the company of others as well, but I'm not lonely. I'm only 10 minutes up the road from them, so I've been back pretty much every day to see what they have in the cupboards. But yeah, you know, another benefit, I can grab a shower right now and not wake the whole house up and feel bad. So yeah, I'll maybe show you a wee bit more in the daylight, but I'm gonna hit the hay. Tomorrow's Saturday, and I'm on my own time all day tomorrow, so I'm just working for myself. So I'll take these along with me. I have a few things to do. I have a flipping washing machine to get and a load of other stuff, so yeah.
Still throwing it back, one shot off the 40. She wanna.
That's the redding up done this morning up at the log. And as I said last night, Saturdays I'm on my own time, so I've got all day, well most of the day because I finish early in the morning, but most of the day to do what I want. So last Saturday we were at first cut. The baler's here and all, so we've just bit the mow. We're good to go. It is now 10 o'clock at night. I'm still drawing these in here. As you can see, I have rope stacking here. Hopefully these hold for another month or two. So we were at that all day last Saturday. This Saturday, a wee bit quieter. Haven't just got as much to do. Well, not as much here. I want to do more getting into the house and stuff. And my wee niece is up at home, so I'm gonna go and see her. Alright boys, this was a burst bale and I just threw it into them, so it's obviously hasn't made yet, but if they eat the most of it, that'll do alright. Me and bro scrolling reels here. The manly urge to get on his back. Come on, you big brute. Pure testosterone. Hey. Just cleaning the bike here, boys. Now he's cleaning his toy. Nice socks. Yeah, power hose isn't that great, so it's not actually that clean. So just heading home here, or back to my house. I was at my own family home there. Took my niece for a walk and washed my bike. I recently just bought that bike. I don't know if you can see it up there. And everyone keeps saying like 250's big, Ryan, can you ride it? They know who they're talking to. You never forget, man.
Are you alright?
Easy as chips. I rode a bike, picked a bike years ago when I was younger, just to be 100cc with my neighbour, and I've always wanted one, so that one came up for sale from a fella I know and I just did it. you only live once, you know what I mean? And I came off it countless times, sure. It's all a bit of crack. Something to do at the weekends that isn't running or gymming. This is the stuff, boys. I'm addicted. Yeah, man. What a machine, boy. Get back out there, boy. Ah, view, boys. Nothing unusual to see here. This is sick. Free will, boys. Ah, it's a good job I don't have a girlfriend, for she would go mental. Now that makes the living room unreal. Give it!